Hello everybody and welcome back to Operation Logistics, where we are currently in a position where we need to figure out two primary things. Why vehicles are not at the right height, and what that right height should be, and that's only one thing. And the second thing is why they stop at the first position or waypoint. And we need to determine if it's the first hex position or the first waypoint. So let's just hop on in here quick, and let's go ahead and purchase this guy here, demolish the duplex, construct a postal office, select the postal office, get a delivery vehicle inside of there, and we'll go ahead and create a route, and we will originate the route at this point, but then we're going to go over to here. Oh yeah, we have to select it. There we go. We're going to go over to here, and we're going to see if it stops here or if it stops here. I'm not sure which, but then we're just going to take it around here. Excellent. Now we will transfer the vehicle in. We will transfer the vehicle. Oh, we didn't select the vehicle. Okay, that helps. There we go. Okay, so now we will go ahead and run this. And actually, before we do that, I want to just come on in here and take a quick look at where the vehicle is located. And it is currently located right there. Interesting. So if you look at this, you'll see that the vehicle itself is not located where it should be, and that's because the art is up above the actual location. So all we got to do is change the prefab, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to go into the vehicle prefab here, and for both of these, we're just going to select the art and set the Y position to be 0. There we go. And then we're just going to do the same thing in here, and it should carry over anytime we spawn additional vehicles, so that should be fixed now. And then the only question is, will it stop here or will it stop here? Well, let's find out. There it goes. Oh, and it is moving to the first waypoint. And now I'm assuming it stopped at the first waypoint. Let's find out. Yes, indeed. It does appear to have stopped at the first waypoint. As expected. Okay. So, the question then is, why did it stop at the first waypoint? Let's investigate. So, if progress is greater than or equal to 1.0f, location equals next location equals following route dot get next hex location. I'm wondering. Does get next hex get the next waypoint, or just the next hex? Because if it gets the next hex, then that's even weirder. Let's check this quick. So we get the current index, and then we return the next index or the final index. This is from the path. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So it does get the next hex on the path. But the question then is, okay, updates the partial path, and then the path is the full path. So why does it stop at the first waypoint then? Well, I don't know that it's a problem in the route, which would mean that it must be a problem here. Location equals next location. Next location equals following route dot get next hex location. Hex location equals manager.business.hexmanager.get building hex location of location. And next hex location equals manager.business.hexmanager.get building hex position of next location. Okay, and then we call on enter building hex, and then we subtract out some fuel, and then we subtract out our progress. Okay. So, then the question is, on enter building hex, what do we do here? Building entered building, yep. If entered building equals berth, or entered building equals fueling station, then we refuel. Otherwise, we pick up and deliver. And I'm not sure that we actually need to return here. We can pick up and deliver around the fueling station in the berth. And I mean, it doesn't actually do anything right now, but it will. Okay, so the question then is, why does this happen? It can't be that we're out of fuel. Our max fuel is 75, so yeah, that can't be. Hex location and next hex location. I'm having a thought here. What if it's just that the visuals isn't updating beyond here? I mean, it should be, because we're updating the hex location and the next hex location here. Yeah, I don't exactly know what's going on here. I'm going to go ahead and do a debug log here, though. Debug.log entered X, and then we'll just do plus building.location, no, plus entered building.location.toString. Okay. We'll give that a go. And we should be able to find out if it's entering the correct, or if it's continuing to enter hexes without updating the visual position. And if that's the case, then I'm not sure what's happening. But we'll find out, I guess. Lerp between hex location and next hex location by progress. Makes sense to me. Yeah, I don't immediately see a major problem here. Other than the fact that maybe this Europa music is a little on the loud side, but there, we'll turn that down slightly. Meanwhile, this is only 30% generated. Oh my. This is a long one, looks like. We're getting some pretty massive garbage collections here, or something. We should really fire up the profiler sometime and take a look at what's actually happening in those spikes. That was a 2-second long spike. Because yeah, those spikes are really killing our load times here. Let's go ahead and pop open the profiler. Okay. Now, of course, with the profiler open, this is going to be a little bit slower anyway. We expect this. Let's just go ahead and take a quick look at what's happening here. So I don't think we had any of those major spikes. I'm actually going to restart this. Okay. I'm going to clear the profiler. Eventually it will clear. Maybe? Okay. And now we're going to run it again with the profiler attached. And we're just going to see what we get here. I'm looking for one of those spikes. Okay, so we see a structure like this, which is intriguing to me. So none of these have the massive spikes that we were seeing before, but there's these here, which appear pretty normal, and then there's these here, which do not appear very normal. Let's look in particular at this one. I think this is the largest spike that we've got here. Coroutine's delayed calls is the majority of it. Interesting. So yeah, it's just generate biomes, coroutine move next, which doesn't give us much information. I'm going to keep letting it run, though, until we get one of those really big spikes. Now, I suspect a lot of this has to do with the fact that the profiler is currently recording. I mean, that's definitely why it's so slow. No garbage collection spikes thus far, though. At least I don't think so. Hang on. I want to pause this quick because I see a spike here of something. Specifically right here. If you see. That appears to be... coroutine's delayed calls, I think. Okay, yeah, that was a garbage collection spike. Okay. Good to know. Okay, we're just going to let this run again in full at this point. Now that we know that it is a garbage collection spike, I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the known issues. Big garbage collection spikes in biome generation. And there's a few ways that we can go about smoothing those spikes out. Alternately. Alternately? Why would I say that? Ultimately. But it all happens in here. And so the question is, why are there so many garbage collection spikes? Well, because we allocate a lot of variables here that we then don't really end up utilizing beyond a time or two. So we might be able to clean this up a little bit. No, that's VLC. Go away, VLC. There we go. So, yeah, Unity is definitely taking a very long time to start up here. I'm actually going to fire up Task Manager and see if we've got something... No? Nothing eating our CPU right now. It's just Unity being slow. Good to know. We might need to restart Unity. At any rate, I'm going to... Well, this is acting like it was when we were profiling it. Or not anymore. Are we? Oh, we have been profiling it. Stop profiling. Though I do want to take a quick look at this spike. Yeah, look at that garbage collection. Of the 721.82 milliseconds, 639.71 of those was garbage collect. So that's a thing. Okay, yeah, now that it's actually not profiling, it's loading fine. Ish. So let's go ahead and let it load in, and I just want to double check that the vehicles are at the right height by default. They should be now. And then why they stop at the first waypoint, I'm not sure yet, but that's the point of the debug log. We're just going to see if it outputs that it's moving, even when it isn't visually moving. So let's go ahead and purchase this guy. confirm, route management. Actually, we need to go ahead and demolish it. Construction, delivery and sorting, postal office, select the postal office, get a delivery vehicle, create a route, and this route is going to be quite simple. We're just going to go, right, we need to select it. We're going to go here, and then like here, and then here, and then here. Maybe we'll go here instead. Here? Maybe we'll move this guy to right here. Yeah, that seems okay. And then we'll go ahead and select our delivery vehicle and go into transfer vehicle mode and place it into the route. There we go. And now if we play, we should see the vehicle moving. There it goes. You can see it right there. And it entered the hex, and I moved over when I paused it there, but it entered the hex, and it output entered hex down at the bottom. And then it continues entered hex right there, 560.04. Then we're just going to let this run for a while. And yeah, that pretty much confirms that it is not moving beyond that first waypoint. So, that means that it has to be... No, I don't want to get a new window here. That means that it has to be a problem with get next hex, right? Most likely. Interesting. Anyway, I do need to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. And next episode, we're going to continue trying to figure out why it's not going beyond the first waypoint. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.